And welcome back to another benchmark, but this time is not benchmark. For first time I'm Edward and I will talk about Intel CPU letters and I will try to explain most important things. And if you want to buy one of these, this will be very helpful and
I will try to explain as fast as possible.
first we will start with K. Intel CPU which have K in the name is desktop CPU which is unlocked and which you can easily overclock if you need. Next one is a CPU with KF, which is of course desktop CPU unlocked version which you can easily overclock and which doesn't have integrated GPU. Next one is a CPU with F. In the name is standard version of Intel CPU, which doesn't have integrated GPU. CPU with G is a mobile version of Intel CPU which comes with GPU which is in 100% AMD GPU. CPU with H in the name is a high performance mobile CPU which you can find in laptop of course. CPU with HK is a high performance mobile CPU which is unlocked version and of course you can easily overclock it if you need of course. I don't recommend that because it's mobile version and you know, boom. CPU with HQ in the name is a high performance mobile CPU which comes with 4 cores, 4 threads and it can be maximal 8 threads. CPU with HF is a high performance mobile CPU which doesn't have integrated GPU. CPU with S in the name is a CPU which is designed for using less power and it has very good performance. CPU with T in the name is designed to use less powers and that version have less performance. CPU with E is that version CPU which support ECC memory and I will talk about that next time and now I will skip. CPU with P in the name is a CPU with slower integrated GPU and that now makes sense because all integrated GPU are sucks. CPU with R in the name can be found in Broadwell 5000 series Intel CPU which is mobile CPU with high and performance. Identical like H. I don't know why they changed that, but okay. CPU with C in the name can be found in Broadwell 5000 series Intel CPU. It is desktop CPU with high-end performance and it's unlocked version. It's like K version. I don't know why Intel changed K to C and C to K, but it's not matters. Now, CPU with U in the name is a ultra low power mobile CPU which has slower clock rate. CPU with Y in the name is extremely low power CPU which has mostly 2 cores and 4 threads. And the best for the end, Intel which have X or XE in the name is a high performance CPU and the best CPU from Extreme series and it's unlocked version of course and you can overclock it easily. Like this video, subscribe to my channel and see ya next time.